Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this Gorga day? So we are back at it again. Back at it again. That was very millennial of me. Don't ever repeat that. So we are back at it again with a testing new makeup video. There has been so many new launches, new releases, new goodies that have happened in the last few weeks. I feel like I just filmed one of these a couple weeks back. And here we are with more shiz. We got new e.l.f. primer. I'm really excited to try this out. The new liquid poreless putty. Stoked. New Mario blushes. New NARS blushes. New She Glam. New Fenty. New Charlotte. New Natasha. Batrova. What?
Luce, paviartie.
I was going into Marvel. I was going. My audio died. That is the hard part about when you're filming by yourself. You have to keep track of your audio, your recording, make sure everything's on, make sure everything's popping, make sure everything's lit. And you know, I'm a one-woman show over here in my beauty room. Anyway, you guys, so we're gonna start with our first product here, and that is the new e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. You guys, true tea, my conspiracy allegedly. So you know how Tatcha came out with like their silk canvas primer, and then e.l.f. came out with the liquid putty primer, putty primer. Then Tatcha came out with the liquid silk canvas, and now e.l.f. has a liquid poreless putty. Conspiracy! So I wonder if it's supposed to be like similar to that, if it's supposed to be a dupe for the liquid silk canvas. So we're taking Miss Liquid Poreless Putty, and we're gonna see what she does if it's gonna get our pores together. I would like my pores to disappear and never be returned again. Oh my god, you know what? That's so funny just saying that. That reminds me that today I actually have a micro needling appointment later on tonight. I'm getting micro needling done. Not like as intense as invasive as actual micro needling. It's like a different version of it, but essentially it is very similar. So I'll be getting that done today to help me with my texture and my pore size. On my face, it's like my biggest insecurity. It's like my pore size and my texture, and then second would be my vitiligo on my face. So texture first. It honestly looks very pretty. It feels actually feels a lot thicker than I was expecting. Definitely on the thicker side. Does not feel like the silk canvas from Tatcha at all. Feels much thicker than that, much more viscous and heavy. But I do feel like it definitely did help minimize the appearance of my pores. I actually do think it looks pretty good, especially for the price point. Like, come on, e.l.f. is the, I don't want to say cheap. It's the more inexpensive version. It is. And it's lovely. You guys, it really did minimize my pores. Freaking lovely. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and put on a foundation that I already know and use. Whenever I'm using like primers or powders, things like that, I don't want to switch up everything, make sure everything is completely different because it will confuse me. If you're watching someone review product and they're using a new primer, they're using a new powder, using a new foundation, using a new concealer, if something goes wrong and the face starts to break up, something goes wrong, how are you going to know what product it is? I used to do that back in the day because I didn't really think about that. As I've, grown in my age and my wisdom, now I'm like, oh, hello, I should start using products that I know along with products I don't know as much. You know what I'm saying? Because then you actually do find out what product is the flop. What here is the flop? It can't be it all, So I'm just going to take a little bit of a product that I know well. My foundation, this is the Lancome Tinted Ultra Wear Glow. It's a little bit deeper than me, as you can tell from my hairline. You know what's funny? People love to be like, Manny, why is your scalp so pale? Why is your scalp so goddamn pale? Because I'm not putting foundation in my hair. Okay, so everything is looking absolutely lovely. There's no weird breakage. The mixing is mixing stunningly. It is, in fact, giving slay the house down boots. Moving right along, you guys, we have a new bronzing product, contour bronzing product. We have these new She Glam sticks. They have these new stick products that are supposed to be like literally like bronzer contour sticks. This is the Snatch and Define stick in the shade Tawny Amber. That's the one I grabbed. It's a stick, a bronzing stick, a contour stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that and see what it's giving. Gotta warm it up. It's a little bit more on the drier side of a product. It's not as, let's say, creamy as my other products, but it's definitely more on the drier formula side. It didn't go on as smooth as I wanted it to, but let's see how it blends and how the color looks. It's blending absolutely lovely. That's gorge. And actually, I feel like it does give me a nice contoured look because it's a cool tone brown. I was a little worried with it going on. I was like, girl, is this going to even blend? I'm scared. Now that we have it on and we're actually patting it in with the brush, it is blending away super well. It's giving Prince Eric. The Lunar Beauty can't be my personality forever. Like, it can't. I like this a lot for the nose because since it's a thicker product, it doesn't blend out as willy-nilly as others. And I think it will, see that? It will stay in place. Maybe not necessarily for like the forehead. I would rather go a little bit warmer on the forehead, a little bit more neutral on the forehead, not so cool. But for the nose and for like the cheek, for a carve, I think it's giving carve. LYS, I'm gonna do a little LYS on the forehead. So I'm adding a little bit of LYS to show you what a forehead I would like. A more neutral forehead, if this makes more sense. Not so cool tone. Something along this line, a little bit warmer. Do you guys see that forehead? Oh, that forehead snatched. Okay, so not necessarily for the forehead, not all over the face vibes, but a nice little contour on the cheek and the nose. It's giving. So do we want to go in with blush next, or do we want to go in with concealer? I say blush, I do. So we have two different blushes here that I would like to try out. Actually, we technically have three, but I don't know which one I want to use. We have our Makeup by Mario, the new Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. We have the new NARS Orgasm Afterglow Liquid Blushes. And we also have the new Fenty Strawberry Pop Matchstick that basically adapts to like your own skin tone. But this one I can use on my lips. So I'm gonna actually put this on my lips because it's a jelly. It's a jelly. It's see-through. It's translucent. I'm gonna put this on my lips to see what it looks like. That went pink so fast. It gives me a little pH pink. It's more pink than I was expecting. I didn't know my pH was so pink. Does that mean I am acidic or I'm basic? Okay, so we have a brand new number 5 brush. This is my Collab with Laura brush. I'm gonna use this with our cream. This looks like, just initial first impression of what it looks like in the pan. It looks like that other one they came out with. That was like the bronzery one, the sculpty bronzer one. It's very wet. Let's go in with our balm on the left cheek. Oh, it's very soft. It's very dainty, it's very airy, very light, and very glowy. It's giving severe glow. Oh my gosh. It's not disrupting my foundation underneath, which is actually the biggest shock of the century. I thought it was gonna mess me up here and really destroy because it's so balmy and so that consistency, but it didn't. It didn't. That's very beautiful. Let me tell you the truth, T. If you put this over a set powdered down face, a matte powdered down face that was set, I don't think this is gonna be the fantasy. I think this will break it up severely. I do, I really do. But in this setting where I'm not really set yet, I have like a medium coverage foundation on, I think it looks beautiful. And like if you're going for a no makeup, I think this is that kind of product for you. It has a beautiful finish, blends effortlessly, very, very pretty. Okay, let's try Miss NARS. What shade do we use? That's orange. We're doing Orgasm. So we have our little Orgasm Afterglow Liquid Blush. I'm gonna do that on the right side. Should we just do a little boom, boom, boom? This one is actually weirdly similar to this one in the way of it being pretty sheer and more of a glowy product and not necessarily like pigmented blush. Do you guys see how they almost look the same? They look very similar. I feel like with this one actually, because it is a liquid, it's a little bit more breaking down my base underneath. So next time I use this, I definitely will put it on the back of my hand and use it with like a sponge or a brush from there because it's so liquidy. It's so balmy and liquidy. I don't know what else to say, it, bitch. Blushes wise, I would say both products, if you are matte and you are powdered down, be prepared to scream and get shredded by the product. I think that's my conspiracy, allegedly my opinion. They're very balmy, they're very liquidy, they're very the type of product that would break down product underneath if it is set because of the fact that they are so oily and so emollient. You know what I'm saying? I'm gagged. I didn't expect them to be very similar products. One's just more of a balm and one's more of a liquid. If you guys are thinking maybe you wanted to try them, just know that they are glowy AF. So I wanted to go in with this new product too. This is from Lawless. This is the new Summer Skin Vacation Glow Multi-Stick. Everything is glow. Everything is glow up in here because we are getting to the summertime. So everything is, I feel like, gonna have a glow in the name in some capacity. So let's try Miss Lawless stick. This is their Summer Skin Sparkling Champagne. I smelled it immediately. It smells like vacation. It has like a coconutty. Oh, that's lovely. That is so damn creamy. Oh my God. So this is definitely gonna be the kind of product that I feel like would go on the body. It's giving more body glow. Like, you know how people love to put like on their shoulders that like glowing skin kind of fantasy, this is what this is going to give. It kind of reminds me of the LYS stick. Actually, it reminds me of that, where it goes, it like, the second it touches the skin, it melts. It melts into the skin immediately, and it gives you this beautiful glow. It has like this oiliness to it. Look how stunning that is. That is actually gaggy. Do I need to put this there? No, because I'm already fucking glowed down, but it's for the sake of the video. It's for the sake of science. It's even more oily than the previous products. So if you are set, if you are powdered, be prepared. Be prepared, the Lion King sequel. Be prepared. Like, it's very that. Are you seeing this nose? This is the summer stick, bitch. This is the summer stick. Just don't set your face, bitch, or you're gonna be screwed. I look like I just entered the ocean, came out of the water, just got legs for the first time. Ariel.
Stop it!
Is Little Mermaid still my personality? It is. It is, but I won't be stopped. I won't be tamed. Lawless, this is giving. Roundup, Roundup, Roundup. Woody's Roundup. All the glow products were slay because they are giving the glow. It's not giving necessarily pigment. It's giving slight pigment and glow, heavy on the glow. So if you guys are not into that kind of glow, the glow from within and the glow from without, it's not your tea. It is not your tea. I promise you that. Okay, you guys, let's go in with our Glowish by Huda Beauty concealer. As it says, it is giving sheer. It's very sheer. I can tell immediately from our little spreading right here. It's very sheer. If you have any discoloration under the eyes, or you want to cover things under the eyes, I don't think this will be your fantasy. Very hydrated, very beautiful looking. It's beautiful. And it looks very, very hydrated, but the coverage is not there for me personally. And I think it's because usually, like, when it comes to concealer, I'm the type of girly who wants like heavier concealer. I want a little bit more coverage, and then I can go lighter with the foundation and go more skin tint, but the concealer I would like it to cover. So this isn't going to be my journey. If you don't want concealer, if you don't need concealer, if you don't even need to cover anything, if you are young and have no wrinkles, or you want a really hydrated under eye but don't have much to cover, this could be for you. It's a no for me. Beautiful though. It does look beautiful underneath the eyes because it is very hydrating, and it looks so like nourishing. Glowy, just looks glowy like it said. It's a glowy sheer concealer. If you're looking for a glowy sheer concealer, this is for you. Wow. Wow. Not my fantasy though, I will say. But anyway, so now that we're glowing the house down boots, let's go and set some of our face because it's getting scary. Let me use a powder I know very well. It's giving airbrush. It's giving flawless. Now, usually when you're set, you can tell where like you're missing coverage, right? So like, cause you're actually putting that base down, you're setting yourself. As you can see, there's just a lot of coverage missing from my under eyes, you know, and just areas. I might be airbrushed and I might be flawless looking there. It's very airbrushed looking. But I'm missing coverage, and that's what I want. So I just need more. I want more blush. I'm gonna add a little bit of full fantasy blush, really quickly on the cheek, just to give me a little bit more of a oomph, a little bit more of a pop. I'm gonna go in with Pink Blossom and a little bit of Peachy Keen. This is also brand new, so I can say I can use this. This is out and about. I'm also gonna go and just set the perimeters of my face with bronzer too, to actually like, you know, have a look to the skin, just to kind of marry it all. To Marry the Night by Lady Gaga. Even slightly set, you can see the glow peeking through. Heavily. That Lawless really came through. So I was going to turn off my camera and just do my brows off camera and move on to the next product. But I figured, you know what? Let me just show you guys one brow. I always do brows off of camera. So I figured, let me just show you guys what I will do with one brow when I'm going for my more natural, effortless brow. Because I feel like you guys need to know what I do. I feel like you guys already know. I use the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax, and I use the Benefit number 4 Precisely Brow Pencil. I'm a Benefit Brow girly. I can't help it. I just am. I'll take Miss Precisely, do a little bit of filling in the beginning portion to kind of just give it a little bit of a fill. Anywhere that I'm missing like hair, essentially, I will do little strokes. Yeah, I swear, like 90% of the time I'm using these products. So, very light. I use the shade 4 because I just like the cool tone brown. Light framing right there. And then we're gonna take Fluff Up, and this is like more of like a texturizing brow wax. And I'm going to use this to give my hairs a little bit more fullness and texture. This isn't like a brow laminating product necessarily. It's more of like a brow texture, fluffing, wax, you know? Diva! Diva! So this is like what I've been doing recently. This has been like my recent brow routine. Okay, I'm gonna get the other one off camera. Okay, you guys, so we have the bender brows on. Back in the brows are...
Do it.
No, I'm strong. Back in the brows. Back in the brows. Okay, you guys, so we have some new products here. Para los ojos. Para las ojitas. So we have the new Natasha Denona Yucca palette, which I just got in. And it's beautiful. It looks it's such a cool, unique looking palette. I absolutely live. And they came with like some eyeliners, which I think are really unique. Some new Charlotte Tilbury, these like lip products, some pencils. I also forgot to use this, the Haus Labs blush, the purple one. I want to do a little bit of a fluff on that. A little one too. Should we do a little bit of purple blush? Just to see, I'm kind of curious like what it would look like. Oh, it reads purple. It really does. Oh shit. I don't think I own a color purple blush that's this color. It's very unique. I've never seen like almost like a lavender lilac blush color like this. A lot of blushes we use today. Moving right along, let's go in. I'm already primed on the eyes. Let's go in with Miss Natasha Denona Yucca. I feel like we gotta go in with the more, you know, olivey tones. I do. I guess we're gonna go in the more greenish look. We're going in the green direction, and we're gonna be green. So let's go in with Miss Acacia on a Lunar Beauty X Laura Los Angeles number 3 brush. We're gonna put that on the outer corner, and we're gonna start building up this gorgeous like olivey tone. I don't think this is gonna go with my shirt. Builds nicely. It's very pigmented immediately, and it blends beautifully. Does anyone here watch Black Clover, the anime? I'm just curious, because if you do, did you watch the new Netflix movie that just came out? It's like a Black Clover movie. I was gagged and gooped the entire time, and I've so far watched it twice. When I left the house the other day, I made Zaya watch it. I am so scared they're gonna like cancel it or something. Like I will actually freak out. I just finished the finale of Demon Slayer. That got me together. I literally cried. In case you guys do not know, I'm an anime girly. Did you guys know this about me? Like I'm an anime diva. I like the shade Willow. Does it give? Just a little bit of Willow right here. These are stun. These are really stun. Kind of wish there was a black in here in this palette, or like a really, 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 really dark color to really deepen and enhance the tones, but still really great. What should we do on the lids? Taking that shade. It's this shade right here, this middle top one. It's called Komorebi. I'm gonna put that on the lid. That is absolutely gag. That's gag. Gorge. Absolutely stunning. I'm very impressed. Be careful with these kind of tones though, because they will get out of control quick. I keep going back in. I'm scared. The colors can and will sense your fear, so you have to make sure that you're in charge. It's like a dog or like a horse. Like they can sense your fear. So can greens. Oh! Okay, should we do like this dark emerald color? This is Natasha Denona Macro Tech Eye. What the hell? It's super creamy and it's going on creamy on my hand. You just gotta warm it up. Why is it not going creamy on my eye if it's creamy on my hand? Make it make sense. I wanted to try us. It did. Okay, let's smudge this little bitch. What do we think? Unique. I like. That's so pretty. I kind of like this shade too. This like really bright color as well. I don't want to put my waterline. It's such a unique like yellow neon. I don't know what kind of journey we're on today, but we're definitely going somewhere. We really are. I'm gonna go finish my eyes off camera, figure out what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so this is the final eye. This is where we got to. We have, you know, Miss Yucca on the eyes. I did a black and green shadow liner. And I added a lash, but that's what the eyes look like. The palette was sickening. And I think it kind of complements the purpley pink cheek well, you know? I do like it. Anyway, move on to the lip, and we will be done. We have some new Natasha Denona lip liners. These are the new I Need a Nude lip crayons, and they are just extremely creamy, and I was very intrigued. And then I also have the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Lippies Pillow Talk Blur. Let's try it out. Let us see. Let's try the lip liner first. Nice and creamy. Really like that. I love a creamy sharpenable pencil. It's my favorite kind. And here we have the lip liner alone. Gorge. They did a great job on these. Now let's go with Miss Charlotte Tilbury on the lip. And let's see what it's giving. Oh, it really is like a blurred lippy. You can build it to full coverage. This is in the shade Pillow Talk. This doesn't look like the Pillow Talk shade that I'm used to though with Charlotte Tilbury. Okay guys, the lip feels amazing. It's like this very soft, pillowy, Almost velvet liquid lipstick. It's a velvet liquid lipstick that's medium coverage but can be built to being full coverage. It's moussey. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of those NYX, like kind of moussey liquid lipsticks that have like that moussey consistency. Moussey. Just like moussey. The name moussey is so interesting to me. My lips look blurry, but it's very, very, very comfortable. They will transfer, I'm sure. Of course, I knew that. I like you. I think these are really, really nice. I do. I think that if you're looking for a nice little airbrush flawless finish on the lip, that is what this is going to give. It's going to also be giving you apply it multiple times throughout the day. 100%. This is the kind of product that you will be applying multiple times a day because it will not survive your food. It will not survive your food. It will not survive your meal. But it's very beautiful. It just reminds me of like a cream liquid lipstick with a powdery finish. So that's what this is giving. Tried a little bit of the lip plump glosses, the Maracuja juicy ones from Tarte. Bubblegum Princess. It's giving lip injection. They look humongous. Do they not look humongous? Like, are they not giving DSLR camera EOS 5D Mark IV Canon? They have a little bit of like a minty sensation. Not like spicy on the lips. Doesn't feel like hot whatsoever. It doesn't feel like I'm burning. But it definitely has a mentholy sensation. And my lips, I feel like, I don't know necessarily they look like bigger, but the gloss makes them appear bigger, you know? This is the face, the full face using everything brand new. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the look? Do you guys like the glam? Do you guys like the fantasy? Overall, I will say there's a lot of great products here, a lot of great hits, things that I thought were amazing. I can't wait to continue to use that like e.l.f., you know, that Putty liquid primer. I thought that was fantastic. I will say the majority of products today like that we were using are definitely meant to be more the glowy, more hydrating looking, very that fantasy. It's not giving winter skin. It's giving summer skin. It's giving sheer coverage. It's giving very lightweight. It's giving glow. It's giving balmy. It's giving barely any coverage. So if you don't like that fantasy, if you don't like that vibe, if you don't want sheer coverage, if you don't want super glowy, you know, things like that, a lot of the products here will probably just not work for you. But if you are into that kind of vibe, if you're into the more glowy, balmy, slick looking skin, things like that, I think you guys will really, really enjoy it. I feel like my top two of the video are gonna be the liquid poreless putty primer and the Lawless Summer Skin Vacation Glow Multi-Stick. Like, I thought this was so cool. It was so creamy and emollient and just like glides like nothing. So good. And the e.l.f. really did make my pores look smaller. So I thought that overall these two are my top two of the video. Super cool. Super just stunning, honestly. Like, I'm sorry that I'm so fucking pretty. The intrusive thoughts are winning. Hope I don't have lippies all over my teeth the whole entire video. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys had fun watching it. Had so much fun making this video for you guys. I really did. I think it looks so pretty. I really live. I really do. Here we go again. I don't know why I'm doing that. But I'm very enticed by this product. I really am. Did it wipe off my foundation and everything underneath? Sure did. It's gone. It's gone. Baby, there's not a single product left under that oily mess. But the thing is, I knew that was going to happen. You put this kind of product on, it's going to take off everything that you just put on there. And I was correct. Anyway, I still love it though. I still think it's amazing. I just won't set my face before using it. Or I won't set my face and then use it after. I said that correctly the first time. I just won't do that. But regardless, I think these are pretty dope. I really, really enjoyed them. I also really like the Natasha liners. I thought they were fantastic and super creamy and pigmented. But yeah, you guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys had fun watching. Have a great rest of the night or day, wherever you guys are. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you. Hey, guys. They call me Cry Baby. Melanie Martinez. Should I wear a sponge? I should, yeah. I should, yeah. Hello, boots with the fur. The whole world was, in fact, looking at her. No, stop, Manuel.